Let's welcome Mr. Akhilesh Srivastava.
Akhilesh is the man behind the fast tracks which each of you are using in this room and all over India is using.
Thank you so much for joining us in our studios today. I would say it's like not today, 10 years, 12 years. I think we've been associated on Traffic Infratech Expo and magazine. It's like just yesterday, but it's just over a decade now.
Yeah, Muna, it's almost a decade plus, I would say. When I was at NHEI, when we started talking with the Traffic Infratech,
Yes.
and I was one of the key participants to your Traffic Infratech expos. Yes.
It's been such a long journey, and I think that when you came in from NHAI and we were still, talking about knowledge, what is that we need to convey to everybody and right subjects to write in Traffic Infratech magazine. And I think you gave in a lot of contribution with all that knowledge. I think this was a long part that you had on what India needs and what are those new technologies. So how was your, experience being on this platform, your learning curve on the Traffic Infratech Expo and the magazine?
Thank you, Mona. If I say the journey with the Traffic Infratech, it has been absolutely fantastic. It's not only a lot of learning to me from this, apart from whatever little contribution I could do to your magazine and to the events, but in fact, it was a very big learning to me. Because many new programs, basically at NHAI, apart from my routine work as a technical issues, the road construction and all, I was also heading a few technology-driven parts, which were directly related to the traffic and other things. So when I found that Traffic Infratech, your expo is bringing out all those new technologies in a simplistic way, telling it to the people in expo, and you are bringing the new technologies to the India, it actually fascinated me. And I'm very honest, I thought more than me helping or going to this event as a speaker or something, it's helping me more in my pushing the work which I was doing for the government or the NHAI. Because I need a lot of new technology,
Right.
Which were all at the single platform in traffic infra. So it was fantastic. I'm thankful to traffic.
I think the expo and the magazine was actually shaping the entire thought process. I think the stakeholders were able to, relate more, networking, collaboration, and possibly even, innovates that is required. We could actually interact with the government and the users, the executors, everything. And over the years, this show and the magazine has evolved in understanding both the stakeholders and the requirement that India has today. I think in your experience, you have even traveled globally to a large extent, and you also have interacted with them on the platform. So how do you see these synergies of these international global companies being on the Indian platform today, and how is it going to help India?
Yes, that's a very good question. First, let me go back to the some part of our previous conversation. For example, I will relate how my association with the Traffic Infratech Magazine Expo has been helpful to the ecosystem in Dial. One, I was heading the fast track program, the electronic toll collection at IHMCL, a subsidiary of a private company made by NHAI and Ministry of Road Transport, for electronic toll collection and highway operations optimization with the help of technology. So during FASTag program, we used to come up with new technologies, new roles. What is the FASTag reader? What is the TID? What is the processing time? What are the SLAs laid down? And all these things, telling to a wider ecosystem. Here, Traffic Infratech was helpful. So I can use it as my amplifier where I used to write articles to this, and there were a lot of takers. And that's not only helping; they were also coming up. They understand it, and they used to ask questions in our conferences. They ask us in person also. They used to come to office. So it was a good ecosystem was building, and traffic infratech has been very helpful. And in fact, certain suggestions which came for some modifications to be done at appropriate time, that also we did. So overall, it has been a fantastic journey, and in fact, I loved it. Post that also, as you said. Now, coming to your second question, you say what are the international experience has been, and how do I relate the international experience, global perspective over here? One thing I will first say, India is a shining bright spot in the global map as today. Thanks to the, I would say, the government of India, led by the current leadership, it is, you can say, a country which people look with a hope globally, because I extensively meet different countries, different forums. I was earlier with the World Economic Forum, so there I was leading the Road Safety 2.0, which I will be explaining to you in a little detail. Where when I bought technology use for the road safety, after this fast track program, I moved towards other side, and I was heading a road safety program in India of World Economic Forum. And we wanted to do something to solve the road safety problem in India, which is, a very poor state, I must say. With just 1.5 to 2% of the vehicles, India contributes nearly 11.5% of the global fatalities. Globally, with the measures, the fatalities are coming down, but India is still 1,80,000 people die on Indian roads. A very poor state. So since the conventional methods were not working, so we thought that let's try something new, innovative with the technology. And this is how I got associated with the World Economic Forum. And we try to bring the technology, latest technology, which can help in solving the road safety problem. And I'm very happy to say that it's actually doing very, very good. Now, you ask everybody now talks about technology. This is a digital age as well. Technology is helping. So when we talk about the companies or the global perspective, all forums, all the top companies, government, everybody look at India with a positive hope. And even people are looking that we can solve some problems with the help of technology in India. So all companies are, so I'm solving a problem related to mobility, but there are many more. That's
True.
yeah,
That's true. I think it's interconnected.
exactly.
So when you are at it on the global perspective, global technologies, when you're talking about, how does that relate to the Indian situation? If you even see there are many technologies globally which probably are yet to take off. We are still in the pilot projects. So how do you see that it is going to relate with today India? As you were saying, road safety is still compromised. So how are you looking at bringing those global technologies into, how will it fit into the Indian picture?
Yeah. So I will explain it like this. Firstly, we in India, the adoption of technology is fantastic. You see, we are leader into the UPI. Fast Track, the program I was fortunate to be associated with and working in this. The Fast Track program, when we started, though it has initial hiccups, but when it started faring up, there has been multiple reports by different agencies, the top consulting companies. They had given a line that around 2021, India may have 50% of electronic toll collection fast track penetration, and by 25 it may reach 80%. Whereas we defied all these things, proven everybody wrong. In 2021 we achieved 97%, or you can say 100% digitization or electronic toll collection through fast track. You look at the UPI, the India is the leader. fruit vendor, a lady selling fruit at the very remote area.
Right.
You pay 10 rupees and she collects it confident. This you don't find in most part of the world. So we are very good in adoption of technology, and this is a strength, I say. So when we started promoting the technology into the mobility to solve the road safety, the companies, everybody, the whole world has this picture is very clear to everyone, that technology. So now answering your first question, how the technologies can be incorporated. So we have a proven record that technology can be used by us. May not be the very advanced technology, but adoption, scalability is there.
Mhm.
Second, we cannot just copy and paste here.
Absolutely.
So because the perspective where the context has to be suited to
Customized,
India. Yes,
basically.
it has to be. If you are bringing a technology, say for in road safety or mobility from out of the any developed country to this country, it just cannot be, because the traffic condition in a developed country is homogeneous. You find cars only or four wheelers on a expressway or highway. Whereas in our country, it's a mixed traffic. You will find bullock cart also there, the cyclists, two wheelers, everybody on that time
The same
fires
time.
them on the same road. Yeah, so that has to be. Even stray animals also you can find at some of the places. So we have to customize. I will give an example. Very funny thing when the ADAS system, which is now government is making a rule, and I'm fortunate that as a ITS India forum, we have been able to push this policy along with other stakeholders. ADAS system in the developed country or in the other countries, it gives a warning when vehicle is about to collide, the front vehicle. And the distance between two vehicles in other countries is quite far.
Right.
But in India, it's back to back. Just next vehicle is 1 meter. So the ADAS system, when we put into the vehicle, it was constantly giving warning, warning, warning. So we have to customize it for as per our requirements. So those kind of modification has to be done. It has to be contextualized to the Indian condition, and then therefore, it's a fantastic best way to.
So if I have to, extend that, like today, India is ready to, leapfrog from the traditional systems to the global technologies. So what three technologies you think should be first adopted in India?
India has to leapfrog because we are already slightly behind in the curve. If I talk about the road safety only, we made a road at a very brisk pace. In last 25-26 years, since the NHAI came, high-speed corridor has been, made very, very extensively. And last 1 decade, it's almost doubled. So we had made road very fast. The number of vehicles available in India. So maybe India is the second largest road network in the world, roughly around 6.4 million kilometers, and India is the third largest vehicle manufacturer. And the last year, the number of vehicles registered were more than 2 crore.
And also the best brands.
And the best brands, yes. And the best brand, very high speed, efficient brands. And almost 2 crore vehicles, including two-wheelers, were registered last year itself. So these two made a very good progress, and these are desired. It should be made. But where we lacked is the human, related to human, the driving. The driving license system remained age old. Barring few metro cities, if you just go outside, driving license is still readily available. Whereas in any country you go, the driving license, getting license is a tough job, and people go prepared. In fact, I must admit, in a lighter way, when I was in USA, I went for taking a driving license, international license. I couldn't qualify their question in the first time, and I have to redo a study and go 15 days after and get my license. So it's a tough. Whereas I had 2 decades driving here. So that happens here.
So basically, you're trying to say while we can adopt technology, even if we adopt, there has to be parallel changes in all the systems that are supporting this.
Exactly. So what I'm saying that we have to leapfrog. We have to adopt technology much quicker than others. For example, as we did in Bharat 4 to Bharat 6 directly. BS4, if you look at the vehicles, we jumped BS5. So BS4, we moved to BS6. It was a tough decision to be taken by government, but government had a confidence in the citizens. They moved forward. Our people, they switched to BS6 now. So same way, we have to bring the best of the technologies, AI and everything, and leapfrog. And adaptability is very high in India. So that I'm confident that we'll be assimilating those technologies. In my opinion, the first 3 technologies, there are many, so but I will be just mentioning 3. One, we need to have a connected vehicle technology. If we talk about reshaping the mobility in India to make the mobility safer, sustainable, and more inclusive.
V2V, you're talking about.
V2V, V2X, V2 pedestrian, V2 infrastructure, almost everything. It's a total connected vehicle and infrastructure ecosystem has to be there. That's the number one. So, which you rightly said, V2V. So V2V is one part. It can be V2 infrastructure, V2 pedestrian, V2 signals, anything. And everything is inclusive. And that's I believe is coming up in a very, very fast way. The technology which is globally being piloted and policies are being made or being adopted very quickly is CV2X, the cellular vehicle to X technology. And I'm fortunate that we did a pilot in India also around the ambulance, and we provided a green corridor to ambulance in Bangalore, and we saved time taken by ambulance in crossing the junctions by around 38%.
I think it's a communication, after a distance, you come to know whether the junction is so.
Exactly. So at a distance, you come to know when ambulance is reaching to a junction, whether it may slowed down or congestion is there. The light automatically turns into green till the time ambulance crosses it. And if there are 4 junctions, which we tested in the pilot, we saved around 20 minutes plus.
Wow.
That's the, you can imagine a person in ambulance, every minute counts. So
golden hours.
Golden hours. So that's the one direct use case of it. And when this technology, and you see a lot of accidents takes place or congestion because of not proper information. So I believe this is the game-changing technology, which is connected vehicle and infra ecosystem. One. Second technology which I will think will be reshaping the thing is the use of AI, artificial intelligence. So AI is having now almost use case in every human, and people say,
ChatGPT.
Yeah, like ChatGPT uses solve almost all the problems, and every day it's learning new and new. People say it may lead to singularity sooner than we had thought of, when machine will be more intelligent than a human. Anyway, that's a separate issue. But AI is, if it is a trained AI system, it's going to be very helpful to solve a lot of human problems which are beyond us.
In what way?
So AI can be used in ADAS system, for example. So advanced driver assistance system, and we did a pilot on this, and there some policies are likely to come as well. I will just explain with a small example of this. So in advanced driver assistance system, it's AI based technology where there are 2 cameras. For example, say one inward looking camera which looks at the driver, and we call it DMS, driver management system. The front looking camera looks at the objects which are ahead, the moving vehicles, the other things, and it gives collision warning. If it is coming too close, then AI simulates it and say is about to collide and gives an advance warning to that.
Right.
During pilots, we save multiple lives just by this small. And one incident I will quote. I was doing a pilot in Delhi. This was an economic forum and Intel project. There we had put ADAS system in 4 DTC buses. And in this, as I said, there were two cameras were there. One camera was looking at the driver, and the driver, DTC bus driver, was talking to somebody on his left. And this camera, after looking at the eye movement, which AI quickly depicts, was giving an alert. That alert was so he will immediately look straight. Then after some time, turn like this and start talking to the guy. So distraction was there. That was persistent. We saw in that video recording. Suddenly, a person comes from the side on a two-wheeler and the driver was distracted. You can imagine what could happen. It was about to collide, but then here comes the technology. The front camera, the collision camera, detected, and there is a buzzer. So what we do in these systems, the collision is a buzzer which is more important. So then drivers were told that when you listen this buzzer, you have to just do nothing, don't think anything, just put the full brake and stop the vehicle, prevent the collision. And the sound was different. So driver immediately put the full brake and vehicle stopped, just touching the two-wheeler.
This requires a lot of training, if I'm not wrong.
Not
Driver training?
No, the
possibly?
driver was only told one thing, that this buzzer is a critical, you have to put the brake. That's all. So that part is not, but the rest of thing is the AI. So the AI, and this is just because of that accident, which could have been the worst, could be minimized just by touching. So AI, what a phenomenon, fantastic use. In fact, AI can detect so many wrongs which are happening in the mobility, wrong number plate, non-driving, not having a proper driving license, pollution, so many things AI can quickly identify and give the alert to the police. Instead of, even it can help to the enforcement agencies. For example, asking every vehicle to stop and show their driving license or pollution certificate. Delhi, is how difficult in October, November because of vehicle pollutions, and many people do not have still vehicle pollution properly done. Police can't stop more than 10 million vehicles in Delhi and check every vehicle. But here AI can. AI, a camera takes the number, links it to the system, and it can give alert to the next police guy that this vehicle is and there has to be checked. So AI is
automation, basically mobility with automation. That's
So second technology I will recommend is apart from the connected vehicle and infra ecosystem, is the use of AI. And third is the intelligent traffic and advanced management system. Advanced traffic management. So intelligent traffic management system, why I recommend, though it's almost linked to these things, but it got a separate use case. The use case is you go to any of our metro cities, be it Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, or any other place. All our congestion is a common phenomena. The average speed, some guys has done survey, in Indian metro is between 10 to 12 kilometer per hour. So if you have to travel in peak time for 20 kilometer, 2 hours, you take that, it's going to be 2 hours every day. 4 hours through commuting. We are wasting a golden time. The 4 hours of a person is wasted, or a productive time of such a large workforce, because majority people are in these cities only. So if you put the national loss because of this is humongous. So its impact on economy is tremendous, and that report has said so. Apart from the pollution it is creating and traffic jams and all those things. So this requires a dedicated effort.
I think that should be on the priority list.
It should be as you say, the road safety. The second is this. It has to be. The third, so these are the three technologies and the three use cases, if you ask me. I think that's more relevant to this. One is the safety, which I say is we need to. Second, the congestion, we must solve it. Third is still, I believe, related to mobility, I am just talking, is the inclusive cost effectiveness, both for the logistic as well as for the common people. If you look at because of poor public transport infrastructure in India, the cost is still very high. If you travel in Delhi metro and you travel to any place, Amsterdam, you had been going, traffic tank is a always participant to that Amsterdam traffic show. You see, you buy a small card, or most of the time it is complimentary, almost zero price. You travel throughout the country, throughout the city on common. In India, that's not. So that is not bringing the inclusivity. People still, and there is a last mile connectivity is not there. So that is hampering.
That is actually not working. Right?
That's not
Last man is
working, yes.
Now, when you were talking about these three technologies, but at the same time, you see there's congestion happening. Take one small example of parking. I don't have a parking system.
True.
There will be vehicles standing in the middle of the road because of which, or there's a vehicle is broken down. It's still lying there. I think there has to be a parallel regulation that can make these technologies work.
Exactly. Like the parking is a very, very big problem likely to become of India because, for example, say if I talk about Delhi, with the number of vehicles being registered every year, the city is expanding on the periphery. But in the hub of the city, people are owning 4-5 cars in a flat. If there are 10 residents are there are 30 cars. And that's area is not, so people are parking on road. That's again creating problem. You go to any marketplace, parking is 3 kilometers away and there is no commute from there. So those things are challenging, and we need a very proper policy around this, about the parking, as well as use of technology again, where people are guided through some intelligent traffic management system. That's why I said ITMS is the need of our in India. To guide the people where the parking available, whether you go or you don't go, or rather we should improve the public mobility infrastructure, the metro, the last mile connectivity, so people minimize the use of car. And for example, say the Uber, it has in fact changed. I see the culture in the youngsters. At our time, our first priority used to be, after getting a job, that we'll buy a car. But now I see my daughter or the younger lot, they don't buy a car. They are happy with the Uber. And why is
they don't have to face traffic jams and driving on that field is very frustrating.
Exactly. So they are very comfortable. You come, go down to a building, there is a Uber waiting, it is dropping. So that will come. That will, I'm sure it will come in a bigger way when integrated with these ecosystem, and that will be emerge as a mass mobility as a service,
right,
solving the majority of problems.
I think you have emphasized the road safety technology even at the TEDx talks that you recently did at UK, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So what was your the integration that you saw with the national vision to spell out to the international community? What did you want to convey about India here?
Yeah, thanks, Mona. Actually, TEDx was spontaneous. So I wasn't aware that today we are just talking. I came to meet you, and I'm thankful that you had this, gave this opportunity to me to discuss about my vision and what I all feel from my heart. So same way, I was for some meeting. They asked me that there is a TEDx talk, and you have, and the topic is you can talk about what you are doing on road safety related to technology and all. So I spoke about that broadly, how technology is helping to solve the road safety problem, and how much progress we have made. There was a turning point when I started this, that I spoke into the TEDx talk, why I got suddenly motivated toward the road safety. Because earlier I was doing something different, but then I moved to this. And now I'm very happy. I feel more satisfied because this is a serious problem, and that's what I put my heart in my TEDx talk.
Nice. There's been a progression from what you have been doing at NHI, and now you are in your new role. Congratulations for you taking over as the president of IRF India chapter. So what is the vision that you have in your new role for IRF?
Thank you very much. It's very challenging. And International Road Federation is, you can say, having a spread in 143 countries. It's one of the biggest global federation for the infrastructure, the road, and now we have taken it a little ahead, linking with the safety, so mobility also comes into it. So the at IRF, what for India chapter, which and for India, I have three broad objectives, which I think I will be pushing in my tenure as a president. One, almost all the countries in the world have a national road safety board, and unfortunately, despite having the highest number of fatalities in the globe, 11 to 12% of the entire fatalities. So in globe, around 1.2 million people died. So 12 lakh, and 1.8 lakh is in India itself. So now if you look at that, the figure is even close to 18-19%. But we don't have a national road safety board, because national road safety board is will be an independent agency which will be monitoring even the construction agencies, whether they are not the other, and it will correlate, because the road safety is linked to multiple things. It's not only the how your road is good or bad, the design things, vehicles are good or bad. It also requires the enforcement system. The enforcement comes under different ministry. It also requires, because road are shared place, anything, there's some accident will be there. The accident are not that worrisome. The worrisome part is fatalities. Nobody should die on the road. So if accident has taken place, immediate emergency care should be there. So it's all we call it 5 E's or 4 E's: engineering, enforcement, education, means awareness, and emergency care. So all these four has to be clubbed into one authority, and they have a control, because MORTH have no authority over the Ministry of Health. It has no authority over Ministry of Education for awareness and broadcasting. It has no authority on enforcement. That's another Home Ministry. So this National Road Safety Board is a mandatory. It should be done as early as possible. This is my objective number one, which I could push it. Second is, every country is also having a National Road Safety Action Plan. In India, unfortunately, we are not having. We just copied the UN Road Safety Action Plan, and that UN Road Safety Action Plan, it's working in some countries, but as I said, the Indian contexts are entirely different. We cannot copy paste the Western solution to our country and expect that result will come. And that's the reason, despite our action plan promising that by 2020, in the first action plan, we had said by 2020, accident will come down by 50%. Second, it couldn't come down. Second action plan, we said by 2030, it will be reduced by 50%. We are in 25, accident has not come down, rather it has increased by 30%. So these things are not, we have to have an Indian context and our National Road Safety Action Plan based on all these 4Ds, and lay down the granular things, action points. As I say, one is technology, there can be few more things into it, and work on it. And the third thing which I will say is the lack of awareness. When we talk to the people, many people are not even aware of the road signages, the awareness about the road safety, or there is a lot to be done. So that's as an NGO, I think will be scaling the awareness in the schools, in the rural areas, the truck and the driver's fraternity as much as possible.
Which would be the other profession if you had not been in this profession?
I think I could have been a social activist.
Why?
Because when I am doing the road safety, I think it's very satisfying. I feel more comfort here than a technocrat.
As a technocrat, what is the one thing that you feel is an advantage?
So my working, I have a passion for latest technologies. So I'm keen learner. No.
Is it power?
Hmm.
Is it money?
Hmm.
Is it people?
I think it's people.
If you have to choose any technology, which would be that one technology?
I think the technology which should be done is AI.
Do you see science fictions?
Very much.
So what if we see something that is happening in the science fiction happens in reality?
Many things, many things. The fiction is now transforming in front of
Can you pinpoint one thing that can happen?
GIS. And whoever we used to think in fictions that there will be a navigation tool telling, now you are here.
What was that one moment, or where were you in that moment when you decided that this is the profession I have to be in?
I'm a technocrat by nature because I love technology as a passion. Whatever
I mean, in your lifetime, what was that one moment when you said, "हाँ, मुझे यही करना है"?
if I give a very precise answer, I saw an accident just after moving towards after FASTag. I was in an advisor role at one of the government, and I saw an accident while returning from the office, which I referred at many places. And I believe that technology could have saved this person. That, in fact, changed my thought. I thought, let's use the technology, which is my passion, for something good for the society and people.
You are in a global meeting and something funny happened.
Yeah.
What was
Many
that
times.
funny? What was that funny thing that you
The-
couldn't control laughing?
There are many, many moments it happens. Last week only, I was in one of the conference talking about road safety. And in India, we you use a word called black spot. It's mid
right.
accident.
Yeah.
So when I said India has so many black spots and we are rectifying, so one gentleman asked me, "Oh, black spot, you mean say some dots or colors in the highway?" So people started laughing. I said, "No, no, these are the accident-prone areas."
In the next 5 years, what would be the one thing that you don't want to do?
So one thing which I will never like do is stop trying. I will keep on trying till the time I achieve my goal, which I think.
Wonderful. And we are all there to support you to where you want to reach. And Traffic Infratech Magazine and Traffic Infratech Expo will always work towards emitting this knowledge to the larger audience and taking the traffic industry to the next level. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Akhilesh Srivastava. It was a pleasure speaking to you. And I think the viewers who are going to watch this are going to learn a lot and know where India is heading to.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much,
Thank
Mona. It was a pleasure talking to you as always. And I'm thankful that we could discuss, I could tell what I'm feeling and what should be done. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.